My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this.
And
Do you believe her?
I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate.
Since the moment the red pill stuff blew up, Akaash Singh built his brand on making fun of the red pill and calling men like Marion Gaines insecure. He insisted real confidence means never worrying about a woman's past and not vetting in the way the red pill guys talk about. And he publicly hailed his own marriage as a testament and a proof for that belief. Now the problem is simple. Once you look at what his wife says about him, publicly and private, how she treats him on camera, his entire narrative collapses. Akaash described his wife as a conservative virgin and basically the opposite of what red pill men warn about. He implied she had no past essentially and used that framing to ridicule anyone who talked about vetting or sexual history. He positioned himself as the example that proves those concerns unnecessary. This is the image he sold.
What is I need a girl that's submissive? Like that's, if y'all are really trying to help men.
Nah, that shit is nice, bro. Because I
nice.
got one that's not,
nice.
and that's
it's nice, but it's
bro.
a lot of shit that
is difficult, bro.
No, it's fine. A lot of stuff you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, who destroys that position and that belief? His own wife. Her own words remove that image instantly. She describes being sexually active in college in explicit terms.
It's your birthday. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
She talks about her co-host's penis plainly and without hesitation. She expresses desire for that co-hosts in front of Akaash as well.
Now just puts his dick out on the table.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who
I'm not
hustles.
gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
These aren't just standalone jokes. These are consistent comments over years. And the behavior on video reveals the dynamic even more clearly. When Akaash leans in for a kiss, she pulls away. When he tries to show affection, she turns her head to brush it off. When he tries to create a moment, she rejects it. This repeats across clips and videos. Hell, this literally happened in their own proposal. Well, in both proposals. He keeps trying and she keeps curbing him. The imbalance is obvious. One-way affection, one-way enthusiasm, one-way investment. His posture becomes predictable, smiling through a rejection, performing comfort while she signals disinterest. This is the curbed husband dynamic he used to mock in other men. Hell, he was one of the guys making fun of Will Smith in the Jada situation when it was popping off back in 2022 or 2021.
Yes, on a Will scale, that's as alpha as we've seen Will with Jada ever.
And turns out his wife dethrones Jada. Jada is the model wife in comparison to his. And what about his sim pattern? We could literally see it explicitly in front of our eyes. He observes disrespect, laughs through insults, and overpraises her while she undermines him. He treats her statements about other men as harmless jokes. He downplays her comments about his performance. He tolerates behavior he once used to ridicule Will Smith for. It's one-directional defense. He invests, she dismisses. He frames it as humor, but the pattern is stable enough to classify. It's clearly not humor. It's a real thing. He mocked Marion for saying things like past behavior predicts future behavior. He said red pill warnings were insecurity, yet his marriage reflects every category he denied. A past he said didn't exist, boundary erosion, repeated public humiliation, open desire for other men in front of him.
I'm not gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
Rejection of affection, and a husband compensating by over-submitting. The contradiction isn't a detail, it's the entire framework. And here's the crazy part. The practical side of that relationship also tells the exact same story. He married without a prenup. She openly jokes and makes fun of the fact that her husband essentially lets her buy crazy stuff and expensive things.
For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Jasleen. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian, and he buys me lots of nice things.
She says, I'm a stay-at-home wife and I don't cook and I don't clean because I don't feel like it. And there's no sharing of any domestic responsibilities at all. They even do their own laundry separately.
I'm curious to know, like, how do you guys handle things around the house and stuff?
Oh, I actually don't cook and clean ever. And then for laundry, like I do my own laundry, he does his own laundry.
And when she's directly asked what she actually does for him, she has no answer. The dynamic is simple. He provides everything and she contributes nothing beyond presence, and he normalizes it. This structure of no prenup, no contribution, one-way investment is exactly what red pill warnings revolve around. And I'll be honest, this isn't really a moral judgment, it's a pattern analysis. If someone attacks men for partner selection, their own relationship becomes a test case.